Feel being in the new colours?
Very excited. I was just saying to Xavier before, these are my junior colours. I used to play for West Adelaide a long time ago, so back to the roots.
Tell us the number one reason for the decision that you've made.
Probably just the opportunity to play at such a big club. Obviously, you can see here the facilities are fantastic. I've met a few of the guys already. I met a few of them before I made my decision. All seem like great people, so pretty much the opportunity to play at a big club, big games, big crowds, and hopefully have some success.
Adrian Dodoro said the spongy floor yesterday was one of the reasons for your decision.
That was a huge selling factor, that one, yeah. So I was pretty impressed when I walked into the place, that's for sure.
Is it hard to leave the Dogs after 11 years and 200 plus games?
Yeah, it is in a way. It was bittersweet, but I think probably for both parties it was best that I sort of move on. It'll fast track the development of some of the kids at the Bulldogs, open up a couple of spots in their midfield, so good for both parties.
How do you think you'll be received by the Dogs fans when you play them, whatever that is next year?
Well, judging by my Twitter last night, there's probably 90% positive, which has been good, so not too much abuse.
You spend a lot of time at the Dogs, obviously, so your heart's there, a big part of it's there. How do you sort of see the club, how it is at the moment, and the health of it?
Promising, I think.
Yeah.
With the new coach that'll come in, Tom Boyd's obviously key forward for them, which is what they've been crying out for. Great batch of midfield kids. I think they're going to be a really good side.
When did you make a decision in your own mind that you'd want to leave?
Probably after the end of the season. I sat down with the coach then, Brendan, the list manager, and we sort of had a really good chat about where I was at, and both parties felt that it was probably change was probably needed to get the best out of myself for the remainder of my career.
How was your relationship with Brendan? Did you have any issues there?
At times, yeah, we did, but overall our relationship was pretty good.
Did the fact that he left make you consider staying at all?
Nah, as I said, we sat down at the end of the season. I pretty much made up my mind with the club that it'd be best for both parties to move on.
It was mentioned yesterday as well that James Hird had a fair bit to do with you coming here. What were your conversations with him about and like?
It was just pretty much just to get to know him, and we spoke about what I wanted to get out of the rest of my football, and he had some really great ideas about how he wanted me to play and where he wanted me to play, so we matched up pretty well, I thought. Yep.
Did you have any concerns about the kind of uncertainties that still surround the Bombers at the moment?
Not really. I think if I did, I wouldn't have picked Essendon to play for.
And Adam, the body has been well documented the last few years. There's been a few issues. How's it feeling at the moment in the next few years? It's a 2-year deal, I believe. Do you feel you'll be able to fulfil that pretty well? Oh
yeah, I certainly hope so. Yeah. There's been a lot documented about my knee, but I actually haven't missed a game for 2 years because of my knee, so it's probably been blown out of proportion a little bit, past my medical with flying colours, and yeah, just looking forward to getting in, meeting all the guys and doing some training.
Are you prepared for sort of some of the hoopla and the circus that comes around what's going on with the Asada situation here at the Bombers? There's a fair bit of sort of negative press that's surrounding the club at the moment at times.
Yeah, I don't take too much notice in that, to be honest with you. I obviously wasn't here at the time. I'm just excited to be here now. Look forward to getting into some training, and I'll be ignoring all that.
There is a realistic chance, obviously. The reality is that some of your teammates may have suspensions in the early part of next year. Does that not concern you at all, or do you not think about that?
Oh, as I said before, look, it's not my concern. It's got nothing to do with me. So, look, I'm just happy to be here, and looking forward to training, as I said, meeting all the guys and getting stuck into it.
Where do you see this list in terms of its potential? Where do you see it can go in the next year or two?
Hopefully pretty well. That was a strong factor in me choosing to come to this club. There's certainly some talented players, great bunch of guys. As I said, I sat down with James and we went through the team, so there's some good stars there.
Did you consider North Melbourne strongly?
Essendon was always the club that I wanted to get to.
Have you got many mates here at the club? Do you know many of them? Or?
I've just had a few brief relationships with a couple. Jimmy Gwilt, I was in Bali with last year. There's a little fly buzzing around there. To be, is it? Yeah, just get out of my face. So yeah, Jimmy, Jason Winderlich, we had the same manager for a few years, so and I look forward to meeting the rest of them soon.
Brendan obviously had a relationship with Essendon. Did he mention that as a potential club when you had a chat with him?
No.